Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a severe weather video here in today's video. So let's get into today's video. We are looking at Severe Thunderstorm Watch 375. That's just issued, actually it wasn't just issued, it was issued a few hours ago at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, primary threat: scattered wind gusts up to 70 possible. Isolated large hail to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. A tornado or two is possible. And then this is our latest discussion. Severe thunderstorm watch likely. A 95% chance of severe thunderstorm watch because there's now enhanced risk severe weather. This is really in the enhanced risk region. So let's look at out for today. We have a enhanced risk severe weather. So let's start off with the marginal risk. We have three marginal risk areas right here, right over here. Actually, four marginal risk areas. I didn't see that one down near Florida. This one down here, and then one over here. So we have four marginal risk areas. Kind of interesting to see four of them. Then we have two slight risk areas right here, and then right over here are two slight risk regions. One already has severe thunderstorm watch. And that's the one right over here. And then there's an enhanced risk region right in here for parts of Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota in that enhanced risk region. So let's look at that tornado threat today. We have two 2% regions, and actually this isn't new. We didn't have 2% earlier. Now we have a 2% chance near that enhanced risk region for tornadoes, and then there's a 2% right over here in that slight risk region of tornadoes that's been there for the last actually few days. Yes, it was on there yesterday. So here is our hail threat. This is the least threat we have here. So 5% chance here, 5% chance over here, and then the 15% chance right near that enhanced risk region, but no 30% chance. But the wind threat is going to be the biggest threat. And that's going to be really the threat the next few days, the biggest threat. So you have 5% chance, and then 5% chance over here, 5% down here, and 5% over here. So, and then we see a 15% chance right here, 15% right over here in the northeast, and then 30% chance with SIG, meaning significant wind gusts, near Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. So you could be getting some significant wind gusts with the wind that happens today in this region. But today's severe threat isn't the main story. We're going to be talking about tomorrow's severe threat. That'll be the thing we're going to talk about most in this video, but we're going to have to watch today's severe threat because there is an enhanced risk for today. But here's tomorrow's severe risk, day 2 categorical outlook here. And there's a marginal risk for right in this region, and a marginal risk right over here. Then we have slight risk, a pretty big slight risk, all the way to uh, near Omaha. Sorry, I was trying to say Omaha. And it gets close to Chicago. So, and then we have the enhanced risk region for quite a few areas near like Des Moines, near Cedar Rapids, near some of those areas in that enhanced risk region. Let's look at the tornado threat for tomorrow. It's not the biggest, luckily, but we do have 2% chance of tornadoes, and then a 5% chance. We could get a 10% chance, but we'll see. Because the significant tornado parameters are a little high right now. Earlier, I think this morning they were a little higher, but I think they've lowered a little bit. But I still think a 10% chance is possible somewhere in this 5% chance. We're going to have to watch that for tomorrow. Hopefully we don't get it, but we definitely could get it somewhere in there. But our biggest risk tomorrow is the wind threat, so let's first check out the hail threat for tomorrow. There's a 5% chance, and there's a 15% chance right in this region here. So we don't have 30% chance of hail, but we definitely could. But right now it's a 15% chance. And then wind, and I'm kind of surprised there's no zig, but there is a 5% chance here in the northeast, 15% chance of wind, and then a 30% chance of wind without zig. So meaning significant wind right now is not possible, or it's possible, but usually you see zig for significant winds. So, but we don't have zig. We'll probably have zig by tomorrow, but hopefully we don't have a moderate risk. It doesn't look like we will. Um, have a moderate risk of wind, but we definitely could. But right now, I think it'll stay enhanced for tomorrow, unless anything changes. So at first, I thought maybe moderate risk was possible because of the tornado threat, but um, tornado threat is looking a little less, but still there's a tornado threat for tomorrow. But let's look at day 3 categorical outlook. We have a marginal risk, and I expect a slight risk in here somewhere. I expect it somewhere probably right around this region, probably somewhere in that region. Probably some sort of slight risk, especially right in here, somewhere right in there, a slight risk probably. So with those storms, because we're gonna have uh, some storms popping up in that region that day with some convective available potential energy and then some high dew points. So yeah, let's check out the models now. Also use the probabilities. Just want to show you that real quick. So let's check out the models now, and we're looking at tomorrow. But let's first check out today. So we're going to zoom back, and we're not going to see over here too well today, but I'm going to look at some stuff here for today. We're going to have quite a bit of Cape. We're going to have quite a bit of Cape, possibly near 2,000. Cape is food for thunderstorms. It's instability for thunderstorms. We're going to have about 2,000 joules per kilogram of Cape. The dew points are going to be a little less than what tomorrow's dew points will be, but still there's going to be some dew points around that region near 60, so it's not going to be the best, but still potential for severe weather with those kind of dew points here, as you can see. So let's watch reflectivity and see what's going to happen today. A little too forward, and we're seeing some thunderstorms. Probably damaging winds, the biggest threat, and then it moves off into Iowa, and then we watch as later in the day, tomorrow, we start seeing some more thunderstorms, and this looks even more intense than today's severe weather possibility. Look at that, this line of thunderstorms possibly in Iowa. So let's check out the Cape values, and we have about some 4,000s here around this region. And then we have a lot of 2,000s or more of Cape right in that region here. I'm gonna actually circle that region that's in that, and we're going to look at the dew points and see if we have high dew points around that region. And there we go. And we have some high dew points, 73, and it reaches this far north from the Gulf of Mexico. There's enough moisture up in this region, so we're gonna have to watch that. Something else I'm gonna look at in just a second. I'm gonna look at on pivotal weather. Their shear. I'm gonna look at the shear here. You need 40 knots or more of shear for tornadoes in this region, and we're seeing about 40 knots for most of this region. Where these storms are going to move into, about 40 knots right over here, 40 knots, about 40 knots over here. So yeah, we're going to look at the significant tornado parameter. This is about the same time. And we see some 4.0, so and it goes up to about 10, I think, on the significant tornado parameter. We have some moderate significant tornado parameters. We don't have quite 5 or more, so that's why I'm calling this a little more moderate. Not because it's not quite high. It's not like a 5 or more, but it's about a 4 here on the significant tornado parameter. This is about when the storms are developing later in the day, and I think that will be the peak timing right about then. It shows on this here. Shows it's gonna be about the peak of the tornado risk possibly. We could still see some higher ones. We see about 4.0 on the significant tornado parameter, but nothing too crazy or nothing high though. We could get some tornadoes though tomorrow. So we're going to have to watch this. Even though you have a high number of significant tornado parameter, doesn't mean you're going to get a significant tornado. It just means you have a better chance of seeing a tornado or significant tornado than like other places, because that's where the ingredients are best for some tornadoes potentially. Putting all the stuff together into this, saying what your chances are of a significant tornado or anything. So yeah, that's what it is for. It's not to say you will have a significant tornado, it's just to show where the best chances of seeing a tornado or possibly a significant tornado. So, but it doesn't mean you will get one. So, here is our reflectivity, and we're seeing there'll be some strong storms that'll form by 9 p.m. tomorrow, according to what this says. About 9 p.m. tomorrow, we'll see these storms. Actually, some storms may develop before that, about 4 o'clock. We're going to watch those because those could bring a tornado threat, because it looks like they might be supercells. But then this line develops, and I think that's when it'll turn mainly into a damaging wind event, and that's going to head near Des Moines. A very strong wind event, but then it should weaken by the early morning hours, according to what it says. So by about 2, 3, 4 a.m., shows it's going to dissipate. So, and then setting up for our next day, possibly some strong to severe thunderstorms here, as you can see. So let's check out the next day's convective available potential energy or instability. We don't have that much here in that marginal risk area. We'll see it increase as the day goes on, because this is about 10 a.m. So we're going to continue, and we see some higher values start to come in, about 2,000 for a lot of this region here. 2,000, possibly Cape, not as much as tomorrow will be, but still some very high instability around this region, where thunderstorms are going to set up at. Let's look at those dew points here, and we're seeing very high dew points right where that instability was, as you can see, about 70 dew points. So the higher the dew points, the higher chance of severe weather, and or the higher moisture, and probably the higher chance of any severe weather. 60 or more dew points, usually there's a higher chance of severe weather than below that. So yeah, let's look at pivotal weather for the tornado risk. You don't see shear on there, and we're looking at the significant tornado parameter. If we don't see much on the significant tornado parameter, as you can see here, sorry, I tried to get my pen. We don't see much. Really, all of it's in Michigan and stuff, but we don't see high values of like fours or any of that. It looks very low according to the NAM model. So yeah, we're gonna look at the bulk shear here, see how much bulk shear we have in atmosphere here, and we do have some 40 knots right up here, so we could have a possibly severe weather. It looks a little more the south of that region. It looks a little more south of there according to the reflectivity, and I'll show you that in a minute. We do have some bulk shear right around this region, and quite a bit of bulk shear in Michigan. If there's any storms up there, there might be a chance of a tornado threat, but it's not a big tornado threat like a possible. So about 40 knots right in here, and all you need is 40 knots for usually a tornado threat possible. And we see about 40 knots for northern Missouri, northeastern Missouri, and then about 40 knots into eastern or northeastern Michigan. So yeah, where these storms are going to be at. But I think it'll be mainly damaging wind and hail threat, but maybe a tornado threat can't be ruled out. So let's look at that reflectivity. We're going to see the rest of that line from the day before in for northeastern Michigan. So we'll have to watch that line because there will be a threat of a tornado possible. So we're going to watch that. But we see some storms try to develop in Kansas. Some stronger thunderstorms try to develop, and those are the ones you're going to have to watch for me. Some hail and wind. Maybe a brief tornado threat, especially for northeastern Kansas and maybe northeastern Missouri, because there will be a little bit of bulk shear up there of near 40 knots. So, and we're going to watch that continue to move into northern Missouri. We're going to see some strong thunderstorms, and it goes into parts of Illinois too, and Indiana, parts of possibly Ohio, and maybe some Michigan could see thunderstorms, some strong thunderstorms. I think there will be a slight risk issued because of this. Here with the high instability, high dew points, I really think there will be at least a slight risk somewhere in this region here because of these strong thunderstorms possible. Then continue to move off. We see a line, or not quite a line, but almost a line. Strong thunderstorms from Indiana all the way down to Kansas. Or we could have some strong thunderstorms. And if we look at the instabilities, this is about 8 p.m. and we still have some high instability, so we could still get some strong thunderstorms continuing through the evening hours. See the dew points here. We still have some very high dew points, so we could see it for a few hours in the evening. So around dinner time, we could see some strong thunderstorms. Continuing for parts of those regions, but then they start fizzling out and everything right around 12 o'clock, 1 or 2, 12 o'clock in the morning, because that's usually when severe weather starts to diminish and all that. So, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay on alert if you're in the enhanced risk region tomorrow. I don't expect a moderate, but it's still possible. We could have one tomorrow, but be on alert. Have a weather radio to receive warnings if you're in this area of that enhanced risk, especially. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I might have a live stream tonight. Like I've been having the last few days testing out the radar, showing the radar. I might have one of those in a little bit. But I'm gonna do another video after this for tomorrow. For tomorrow's video. So, and then I might go live on radar and everything. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.